Hong Kong police force has been taking stock of a tumultuous few months last year as they want to re-engage now with the local community and regain public trust and turn around public perception of their ability. Afifah Ariffin reports.
They've been labelled as black dogs and at times even called murderers. These verbal taunts were a common feature in anti-government protests in Hong Kong as protesters and riot police clashed on the streets. Since the political turmoil began in June last year, the list of grievances against the force has grown steadily. From controversial crowd dispersal tactics to firing live rounds at protesters out of self-defense and even allegations of abuse of detainees. In the eyes of the public, the police force has gone from a widely respected institution to a much-hated body, making it extremely hard for officers to enforce the law.
And our officers doing investigation work and normal days policing, they do face some challenge that they don't face before. Even down to the day-to-day, like traffic enforcement, something like that, we are more frequently encountering hostile civilian situations, or the situation will be very easily turned into a very hot engagement.
The police says the negative perception of the force is partly due to the spread of misinformation in social media, which has amplified fear and confusion among the public and created deep mistrust of the police. Some police officers were even doxed with private information of them and their family members published openly online. This has forced many officers to remove their name tags when carrying out ground duties. To counter this, the force says it has to clarify and lay out the facts sufficiently.
We have to act quick and immediately in response to any kind of fake news or incorrect information, because now everybody will rely on the social media and they will receive information through different channels. So if we respond slow, then the fake news they will think that the fake news will be the genuine one.
At the height of the protests, the force held daily press conferences at their headquarters. Media liaison officers are also deployed on the ground to act as a bridge between the police and the media. The force's community division is also looking at ways to re-engage the youth, either through schools or non-government organizations. But the road ahead is a long and tedious one. Observers warn there is no quick fix to restoring the force's reputation and that it has to look at long-term measures.
Transparency, accountability are the most important factors they have to concern. How can they get back the public trust to them? But I think this is not easy, but initially what we need to do is try to find out the facts and what has happened in the past 6 months. I think this has been at the top of the priority and concern among the Hong Kong people.
An independent inquiry into the police force actions is one of the 5 key demands protesters have been calling for, with even the families of police officers showing support of it. However, Chief Executive Carrie Lam is adamant that the Independent Police Complaint Council is the rightful agency to launch the investigation. The first interim report from the IPCC was originally due to be published in February, but was later delayed due to a legal challenge for which no date has been fixed. With the city striving to curb the spread of the infectious coronavirus, the vindication of the police force would have to take a back seat for now. Afifah Ariffin, CNA, Hong Kong.